Happy Friday, beautiful souls. This is Mama Hunting Owl with a new message for us for this week. Always thank you all for being here, for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos here on YouTube, as well as the daily card reads on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you to all of you who have reached out for readings, healing sessions, spiritual guidance, and just sharing your stories with me. So thank you all for that. And thank you for those who have supported my Etsy shop. I appreciate it so very much, you guys, and I'm getting such great feedback from the products. So thank you all for sharing your experiences with me. Okay, so we have, you guys, the new moon in Virgo this weekend, Sunday night. And what the new moon in Virgo. So here's something that is amazing about the new moon in Virgo. It is at 17 degrees. 17, most of us, many of us know, 717, 117, 7 whatever, 177, you know, that whole combination of the 17 is a twin flame union number. So that right there in of itself is a huge, important energy for this new moon in Virgo. You know, this is a manifestation time. So we are manifesting our unions, whether they be with ourselves or with our twin. In the physical world, we are putting our pieces together. We are coming into union. Many of us are. So that's a beautiful thing that just starts off this whole energy with this Virgo moon. But before I really get into the Virgo moon, I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that are going on right now. There's a lot of heavy mirroring that is happening in our 3D world experiences right now. So a lot of people are telling me, as well as I am experiencing, things coming up, okay? Being triggered or tests. I hate using that word tests, or assessments for being, for your healing, to see where you're at. This is kind of like assessment time. We're kind of, you know, gauging where we're at and the work that still needs to be done. And I know you guys hate hearing that we still have work to do. We always have work to do. We will never stop having work to do. That is how we grow, okay? If you do not have work, if you do not have healing, if you do not have something to be working on, you don't grow, you stagnate. And every once in a while we get these nice little kind of breaks, but it's time again. It's time to get started focusing on work. And this moon is going to help bring that in, actually. A lot of the planets are out of their retrograde cycles, and Saturn and Mars are, I think Saturn is direct now, or is just coming direct in the next day or two. Mars went direct, Mercury went direct, everything, Jupiter went, everything is moving forward again, shall we say, even though we know retrograde planets are not actually moving in reverse, that they just appear to be, that it's an optical illusion, but it does force us to go back into a period, a energetic cycle of reevaluating and reassessing and really going inside ourselves to explore what it is we are desiring, needing to change, needing to fix. That's what that retrograde time is for. It's really a time of review, reflection. But now that things are moving forward again, we are able to start to take action. So the plans that we have made, the discoveries that have come up during this retrograde period that we are closing out now, are what we are going to be moving to take action toward. So there's a lot of mirroring going on in our 3D worlds, in experiences and situations with other people and so on, that are showing us the parts that we still need to sort of work on, move forward through. We are learning at this period in time to really step into our power, to allow our will to be our truth, and to walk the walk and talk the talk of that, whatever that means for you. But that's part of being in our power. It's not a selfish power. It all comes from your intention, the power. And if the power is from an intention of purity, then guess what? Then you're doing your healing. Then you're moving through what you need to move through. So the next thing I want to talk about a little bit is intention. What is your intention in your actions, in your words, in your thoughts, in your emotions? What is the motivation for the things that drive you? You know, really having to take some time in evaluating the purity of our intentions. So you know, there are times, you know, myself included, on this journey where I have, you know, I have wanted to reach out to my twin or message him or whatever, and I would have to sit and explore what my reasoning for that was. What is my intention of sending a message, of not sending a message, of doing whatever I may choose to do? And you have to really sit with, is it a place of fear? Is it a place of love? Is it a place of kind of wanting to control the situation? So I set that, I just share this with you guys because now, as we're going into this Virgo moon and we are manifesting, we really need to set very, very clear intentions from a place of purity, from a place of just love, unconditional love, acceptance, forgiveness, compassion, understanding for ourselves and for others. So when you are preparing your ceremonies, whatever it is you do, your rituals for the moon this weekend, please really sit with, what are your intentions? Are they genuine? Are they pure? And when you manifest, you're not manifesting your intentions as if they are these abstract dreams. You actually need to focus your intentions on as if you have that already. So it's not from a place of want or lack or need. You know, it's truly about a place of just being in a place of love, wanting to share your light, wanting to share your experience and living that experience. So you know, I've talked about this in the past and I just want to reiterate. So when you set your intentions for this moon, you close your eyes, you write your journal, whatever it is you do, you talk to the moon, the stars, whoever. You need to focus on as if you are already living the experience that you are manifesting. So if you are manifesting your union with your twin physically in the 3D, then your focus needs to be on actually living that experience in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. They are with you, what your life looks like, what you're doing, the day-to-day experiences, the making coffee together in the morning, the you know, tasting that coffee, clicking the cup, saying good morning, babe. You know, you need to live the experience as if it is happening. That is how you create it. So, and that's with anything. That's with career, that's with finance. You know, seeing yourself as abundant and prosperous makes you abundant and prosperous. Thinking, being and thinking and feeling in a place of gratitude and appreciation opens the doors for more, for you to appreciate more blessings and things to come towards you. So that's my spiel on intentions. So set your intentions, you guys, very purely from a place of innocence and love. So the kind of key words, I think like last month, like the key word for the video was, I think, compassion. The words I got today were loving patience. Loving patience. And it was really funny because someone had posted on the cards for today about how they were patient, they were being patient, but they were stuck in heartbreak. And I have to just address that for a moment, because being in a place of loving patience is not being in a place of heartbreak. Heartbreak is a place of an area of unhealed wounds. If you are still sitting in a place of heartbreak over your situation in your life, with your twin, with your career, with whatever, your family issues, If you are sitting in a place of heartbreak, that is just healing that needs to happen. That's forgiveness, that's self-love. That's all of those things that actually came out in the reading today. And I kind of did this reading a little bit weird. So we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so finding a place of loving patience means knowing that everything is being taken care of, that there is nothing to worry about, that there is no pain and suffering. Heartbreak is being in a place of pain and suffering. That's that Three of Swords energy. So if you are in that Three of Swords energy, it's okay to feel it. It's okay to experience it. It's okay to acknowledge that you have pain, that you may miss your beloved, or you may need money, or you may need to find a new job, or need a new car, or need to make some new friends. Whatever it is for you that is breaking your heart, it's this place of letting that go, moving through that energy by changing your thoughts, changing how you see the situation, and focusing on something else. You know, focusing on yourself, your work, not worrying about everything else that's happening around you or in anybody else's journey or life. Okay, so the Virgo moon, like I said, 17 degrees coming in. This is a time of really deep cleansing, not just for ourselves, but for Mother Earth. Okay, this is a purging, and I don't like the word, I know, but purging of your physical being, your physical environment, things that have to do with your health, addictions, clutter, cluttering thoughts, cluttering feelings, anything that is not bringing forth health or healthy living. And in healthy living, I don't just mean physical health. I mean emotional health, spiritual health, mental health. What is it that you need to remove from your environment, from your world, that is keeping you in a place of blockages and not being fully healthy? Okay? When we are healthy, we have energy. We have clear thoughts. We can think straight. We can feel straight, and that's what this moon is bringing in: clarity, health, healthy living, getting rid of all the shit in your world. What's beautiful about all of this is these not retrograde planets anymore, are now coming in with this great intensity, okay? Action, speed, intensity, and success, okay? They are showing that we can be successful. It is leading us into a place of being able to escape our fears and realize that we can be successful in achieving our dreams, our visions, our desires. Okay? Again, I go back to, this is the time of empowerment, you guys. Stepping into our power, really feeling that solar plexus energy, like fire, in combination with the sacral chakra energy. The sacral chakra energy is still incredibly intense. These two forces, okay, are mixing together to create, to take action. And I mean speedy action. Speedy action is what is being called for right now. So the moon is coming up on the 9/9, okay, which is the date of completion of cycles, okay? We are ending another cycle, which means finish this chapter, move on to the next goal, the next lesson. So this is really important for us. We are really needing to look at the way we do things, the old way of how we've done things, and release that, and looking at the things that haven't been fluid and blissful in our lives, and like, we're done with that shit. We're done with anything that doesn't bring us joy and happiness. Now, that's not to say we're going to walk around fucking farting rainbows out our asses all the time, okay? we have a light and a dark. We are a light in the dark. We have both sides to ourselves. But it's that acceptance of our dark side, the understanding of what brings up the dark side in us, that we are able to now recognize and say, close that chapter, man. I've learned this lesson. I know what feels good for me. I know where I want to be, where my heart lies, where my passions are, and going after that now. Taking that creative fire from your womb space, from your, if you're a masculine, it's not your womb space, but you know what I'm saying. But taking that energy, that sacred sexual creative chemistry, and using that in combination with our solar plexus, our will, our empowerment to achieve what's in our hearts. Okay? So it's this beautiful culmination that's happening right now, you guys. And I want to just remind you guys that these are not, you know, some people will sit and they'll be like, oh, well, these are just pipe dreams I have. You know, what makes me think I can ever do X, Y, and Z? Who the hell am I? You know what? Nothing is pipe dreams. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. You can have it. But you have to believe in it. And in that belief, you have to put your full commitment into that belief. Okay? So this is a time of dedicating yourself to what you want. So get clear. Get clear on what it is you want to bring in. You know, filling those dreams are really important, you guys. We have work to do. We have big work to do. And we've got to get this healing done. And we've got to move forward into action. All right. So enough of that lecture. Anyway, I used for today, you guys, what did I use? Cards I don't normally use for the videos. So I actually used the Romance Angels cards from During Virtue. And I used the God and Titans deck for the masculine. I used the Goddess and Sirens deck for the feminine. And I used the Tarot of Sexual Magic for the union energy. Okay? So, and this reading is kind of a little weird. I'm not going to get into too much detail because the cards really explain what is happening. So the first two cards that came out for the underlying energy for the masculine and the feminine, and this was fucking creepy as hell, you guys, okay, is the masculine got Hellos, which is cycles, and the feminine got Persephone, which is cycles. So this is such, again, I said, this beautiful heavy mirroring that is going on. The divine masculine and the divine feminine are mirroring each other. Okay? Very much in line right now, you guys. Okay? And this whole reading is like that, which is amazing. We are, like I said, the 9-9, completing cycles, ending cycles, taking control. You know, I mean, here Persephone is sitting as powerful as could be, knowing these cycles are coming to an end. Here's the masculine moving forward, okay? Moving through these cycles that we have been going through. All right, so I'm going to start with the masculine's card from the Romance Angels deck. And we got Deception, okay? Now, I'm going to make you guys very clear on this. This doesn't mean you're being lied to. This is the divine masculine deceiving himself, okay? Attempting to wear a mask and shove down his feelings, okay? It's a not wanting to face their feelings necessarily. They're there, but they're hiding them. So they're not actually, I mean, yeah, a lot of the divine feminine aren't aware of what's going on with their masculine right now. They don't know how their masculine is feeling, so they may think that their masculine doesn't care or whatever. But if you know your truth and you know you're a twin, you know that's all bullshit. But the masculine is kind of deceiving themselves right now. Okay, they're not wanting to admit out loud to the world, okay? Internally they know, okay? Internally they know where their feelings lie. They're not deceiving themselves inside, but they're deceiving themselves on their outside world, because there's still a lot of them, you know, attempting to hold on to those unhealthy 3D lives that they're living. You know, they just keep thinking like, well, it's not so bad, or I can do this, or I've done it this long, who cares, what's another 25 years of this, right? Ha 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 ha. You know, things aren't terrible, but they're not great either. The masculine is facing that their hearts really want to be with their divine feminine, okay? That their hearts really want to have a happy, blissful life. They want acceptance. They want all of these beautiful things that come with unconditional love. But what they need to do, okay, to get there is kind of making them be a little deceptive in their 3D world. So that's also part of the illusion of the 3D. Everything right now in the 3D is an illusion, okay? It is meant to throw you off your track, okay? To see where your faith and trust is. You know, is it in you, or is it what your eyes see? Because your eyes play tricks on you, okay? So divine masculine, okay? Take the mask off. Take the mask off. Stop deceiving yourselves. It's time to end the cycle. It's literally time to end that cycle. And I'm going to go back and forth with this reading, you guys. So for the divine feminine, we got let go of control issues. Okay? Let go of your control issues. This is your fears. And actually, that's the card that came out with this, so I'm going to pull that after and show you after. But you know, your control issues are all stemming from fear. Okay? Doubt, fear, what if I'm wrong, blah, 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 blah. And you have to just let things unfold. Okay? Let them unfold naturally as the divine masculine goes through their stuff. You need to deal with your own stuff. Don't worry about them. And what I love about this card is you see the divine masculine is just sitting there watching the divine feminine. And she is holding back, right? She's not trying to control the situation. She's just sitting over there doing her thing with her kid, whatever, looking over, like above the masculine's head, like not even seeing him. Letting go of her need to focus on him, okay? But sure enough, he sure as fuck is focusing on her, okay? So as you let go of your fears and your control for the situation, it allows the masculine to focus on the energy that they're not feeling from you. Like, so when you let go, okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is when you let go of these control issues, you guys, when you release the masculine in that way, when you cut back on all of that heavy energy that you push at the masculine, and not intentionally push, but in trying to control the situation, we kind of force energy. But as we let that go, then the divine masculine comes and seeks our energy because they don't feel it. So they want to find out what the hell's going on. So they look for it. They look for the feminine as she releases control. All right. So what's important about this for the feminine and the masculine is that it's going to bring a time of allowing us to get to know each other. Okay? It's going to bring about this renewed energy because quite honestly, all of this process has been us getting to know ourselves. Okay? How can you fully get to know someone else when you don't know who you are? When you're not sure of anything in your life, okay? When you've done everything that you thought originally that you wanted, all the dreams you had in the past, You know, when you realize after all these years of planning and working towards something that things aren't exactly the way you thought they'd be or exactly the way you wanted them to turn out, that's where we learn. We learn about ourselves in that space. And as we learn about ourselves, okay, and literally learning about ourselves, letting go of our deceptive thoughts and our feelings, and letting go of control, that allows us to get to know ourselves and allows us to bring forth our authentic selves, our genuine who we are. And then we can actually get to know each other without all the masks and the facades and all of that. So we are bringing together right now this opportunity to deepen our bond with ourselves and with our divine counterpart, because we are finally coming to a place where we can say, I know who I am. I know who I am, and I know what I've got to offer, and here's me. Here's me. Let's get to know each other. Let's make this work. Let's build something on a much deeper level than the initial interactions with our counterpart. So that's really beautiful, you guys. All right. So here's what's interesting, you guys. And I said there's a lot of parallels in this freaking reading. So let's do this. So the masculine with the deception card got the fear card. Okay, and I'm not going to say push, but I don't know what the fuck this guy's name is. But it's the fear card, okay? The masculine is afraid. Guess what, guys? The feminine is afraid. I mean, this reading is crazy. Kali, fear, different types of fear, all fear, okay? So the masculine and the feminine are both sitting in a place of, the feminine's afraid to let go of her control issues, okay? Because she's afraid that if she lets go, the connection will be gone, okay? It's not the case, Divine Feminine. It's not the case. You're going to strengthen it. And Divine Masculine's afraid that if they drop their masks, if they say their truth, if they express their honest hearts, they're afraid of what that's going to look like. They're afraid of rejection, abandonment, all the same things that the feminine is afraid of. We are mirroring each other, guys. Heavily mirroring each other right now. All right. So the next card for the masculine is the skill card. Okay. Now, in this skill card, this is the masculine putting together his abilities, talents, all of his gifts that he holds in order to strategically move forward. This is using his energy for the changes, the action steps. Like, he's got to take account of like all his skills, and he's got many. You know, he's got many skills. He is a warrior. Okay? He is a leader, and he wants to lead this. He really does want to lead this, you guys. She, as we know, and I'm going to just clarify this for one time for everybody once again, the masculine, when I talk about the masculine in this reading, this doesn't necessarily mean it's a male by gender. It could be a female gendered person who carries the masculine energy, and vice versa for the divine feminine cards in this reading. So I want to make that very, very clear to you guys. I haven't said that in a while, so I'm putting it out there again for those of you who haven't watched before or are new to the channel or new to the journey or whatever. Anyway, so the skills, really taking a skill set, like taking inventory of your skill set and knowing you have all the tools that you need, masculine. So that's the masculine, even though they are in this underlying energy of fear and kind of trying to hold back, they're also feeling the push to figure out their shit. And they know this cycle has to come to an end. They are done being uncomfortable with certain circumstances in their lives. That doesn't mean they're clearing out all circumstances. So if your twin is with a karmic, whatever, I can't say that this is going to mean that they're done with that situation, but they are done with other things, for sure, that are troubling their lives. All right, so the feminine got, what did the feminine get with that? The feminine got self-love, okay? This is where the feminine's energy needs to be focused right now. Where the masculine is evaluating their skills and what they're bringing to the table and all of that, the feminine needs to stay in a place of healing herself, her self-love, her value, okay? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Really coming into a place of worthiness. You know, not criticizing yourself, not criticizing someone else, you know, really acceptance for yourself fully, okay? Now, the masculine next got that there are obstacles, okay? Now, they know there are obstacles, you guys. Fear and the deception is a huge obstacle, okay? And they are facing these obstacles. They're looking and weighing all of the situations. It's like they have played every fucking scenario out in their minds to figure out how to move forward past these obstacles. And I'm going to say this is the Ganesh card. So for those of you divine masculines who are into this stuff, you know, pray to Ganesh. Ask for guidance from Ascending Master Ganesh. You know, he will help move those obstacles out of your way if you're feeling like they are too burdensome. Because they know that sacrifices are going to need to be made. The masculine is prepared, okay? He's prepared, this guy. He's got his shield. He's got his sword thing. You know, he's prepared to make the sacrifices, to move the obstacles, to get out of the fear, to use his skills, okay? To move forward. To move forward. What is that going to bring about for the divine masculine, you guys? The Death card. Again, the ending of a cycle, okay? This moon, we are closing out cycles. There is a rebirth. There is a whole new shift that is going to come up on the 9th or thereabout, okay? You know, nothing happens on the date exactly. Just because the energy opens to that, it takes a while for that to filter through. But there is going to be an experience of loss and death and grief and moving through all of those parts of transformation. Again, there's a purging that's going to happen. It's necessary. It's necessary. This is rising from the ashes. This is the transformation, okay? This moves the divine masculine into the most beautiful place of just pure love. And I love this card, you guys, because literally after the death comes the masculine. Full wings, opened up, okay? Illuminated in love. It's like, this is like the masculine saying, all right, I get it. I'm a fucking twin flame. I'm an angelic divine being. I might have got these fucking wings. I might as well spread them and start shining my light. And my light comes from love. Sure, clear, passionate love. Okay? This is the masculine doing that, you guys. They are shifting. This death, this ending of a cycle of fear and all of these things are bringing them into their acceptance of who they are. Okay? And the love they carry. And with that brings abundance. Okay? Pure, unadulterated abundance. And this is great because you're going to see the when I get back to the feminine's cards in a second, the feminine got prosperity. Okay? Again, mirroring each other. The divine masculine is seeking abundance, but now they're doing it from a place of love, from a place of their own will, from a place of accepting who they are. Okay? The feminine's last two cards are Isis for protection. And this is the divine feminine protecting her union. Okay? protecting it at all costs. I've talked about this before, you guys. You know, and you guys know the story of Isis, so I'm not really going to get into Isis and Osiris, but she did everything. She moved heaven and earth, okay, to reignite, to rebuild, to support her masculine. She protected him with every fiber of her being and brought him back, okay, initiated this rebirth, this death and rebirth that he had, and brought him back with love, you guys, right? Pure love. But what I want to say about this, other than that, is that, and again, I've talked about this before, you really want to hold your twin flame, your beloved, your soulmate, whatever the hell you want to call it, your relationship sacred, okay? You want to protect it. It's like this beautiful little gem that you want to hold close to your heart, okay? You don't want to go sharing all your shit with everybody about your twin, okay? It dilutes it. It dilutes the purity and the sanctity, and it lets all other people's energy mixing in to what you are trying to create. Hold your union, protect it, and keep it safe. It is for you and those who you feel are truly in vibrational alignment with your energy concerning your union, okay? So in other words, if they're not a twin flame, if they're a 3D person in your world, don't fucking share this shit because they're not going to fucking understand it. And they're going to judge, and they're going to put fears and doubts and all of this crap in your head, and they're going to pollute the energy. So keep it clean, you guys. Keep it precious. Keep it precious. Keep it sacred. Protect it with everything you've got in you, okay? With your full heart. When you do this, Divine Feminine, you get the Prosperity card. And again, we've got our masculine with, where the heck did it go? With the green man, abundance, 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 abundance. And we've got the feminine coming into a place of full prosperity. So again, we are mirroring each other heavily. All right, guys, so the last two cards we got are from the, what did I say? The Tarot of Sexual Magic, right? And we first get the Temperance card, okay? This is everything balancing out. This is the mirroring, the balancing. This is the heavens, the angels taking care of things, carefully working with alchemy to bring into balance everyone's energies, all the love. You know, it's about love. It's about emotions. It's balancing all of that and bringing it in, containing it into the place it needs to be, okay? But knowing it's divinely guided. It's being divinely directed, okay? And the last card for the union is the Ace of Chalices, the Ace of Cups. And I mean, this card speaks for itself, you guys. This is all the love. This is all the passion. This is the new beginning, the ace. Okay, we've got the ending of the cycle for the feminine and the masculine, right? We got endings here. Cycles ending, 9-9, ending, completion. And then what comes in but a new beginning in love? A new chance to rekindle the passion, the love, the sparks, to bathe in the emotions, to truly allow this connection to grow, okay? And again, you guys, I don't want, I did focus a lot on the union, the actual physical relationship between the two counterparts. But I always want to remind you, none of this with our counterpart can be possible unless we do our work, focus on ourselves, okay? Knowing what's going on is great, but paying attention and putting all of your weight and energy into what the masculine is doing is not the goal here. The goal is to feel complete in yourself. The goal is to love yourself so fully that you would never settle for anything less than what you deserve. The highest form of love. this is the highest form of love, the new beginning coming in. So I think it's just really beautiful, you guys. All right, so with that, I want to wish you all a beautiful, happy, joyous new moon. Use the next couple days, guys, to get your thoughts clear, get your energy really focused and centered. Do some chakra clearing and kind of aligning. You know, all too often we forget about keeping our spiritual practices really pure also, and staying on top of those things. So really, if you've been a kind of a little lackadaisical or a little kind of lazy with doing some of your higher practices of clearing yourself and clearing your energy and recharging, you know, take some time these next few days and get in that right energy before the moon comes. So with that, you guys, I'm going to end. I love you so much. If you need sessions, readings, want to check out my Etsy shop, all the information is in the box below the video. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Gratitude and blessings always, 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 beautiful souls. I love you guys so much. And we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.